Hello and welcome to the Financial Freeman Podcast. This week we're going to reveal our predictions for 2022.
Woo!
22 is your favourite number.
22 is my favourite number.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. So last year we got roughly half marks. So this year we're going to strive to do better. Can we do it?
I don't know.
Yes, we can.
Oh, right.
That's it. Yes, we can. Right.
Yes.
We can.
There's no we in this.
No. I asked if you wanted to make a prediction.
Well, I don't want to predict the future.
Okay.
I've got one prediction.
Go on.
Actually, I could be wrong because we've still got a week left.
Go on.
I'm going to give birth in the new year.
Oh, hopefully. Please God. Let's hope so.
I'm pregnant, everyone.
If you hadn't have noticed.
Well,
no notice. No, because I can't see much on screen.
No.
Or listen on Spotify.
Due in 2 weeks.
There you go. So if there's a blip in this shows, you'll know why. But we'll do our best to keep ploughing on. But anyway, on to 2022's predictions. Number one.
Oh, yeah.
Property prices to
go
up
I knew you were
by
gonna say
another
that.
10% this year. Okay.
I'm going to make another prediction.
Just go on.
You're going to predict that in 2023 as well.
Yeah, probably. But I've never had anyone say that prices are going to go up by 10% in any prediction. So I check Savills. I like checking Savills predictions because I think they're always going to be wrong. So it makes me feel a bit better. So they've actually gone, I think, quite optimistic for next year. I think it's like 3% they've gone for. And usually they go for like 1% at best. So they actually are saying there's going to be growth. But I don't think they're going anywhere near far enough. We've had 10% last year roughly. To me, there's no signs of this sort of slowing down. Transactions went a bit slower to after the stamp duty holiday, so October. And then obviously we've sort of got this Christmas period now, so I think there might be a lull, but prices certainly aren't going down and competition is still crazy, certainly in some areas, and I think we're going higher. I'm afraid. Afraid? Is that the right word? Ish. Anyway, there we go. Watch this space. Do you agree? Do you think it's going higher, or you just don't you don't know?
Well, I only listen to what you tell me,
okay.
And you make me very skewed, and
anyway,
I think you're very clever.
Thanks. Right.
Except when I don't.
I do think because I think there'll be more working from home still, so people are going to care about the houses and inflation, which is what we'll come on to.
I do think, and I know everything's gone, prices of property go up and up and up. But then every time they double and double again.
Yeah, how far can it go?
How far can it go?
It keeps going. That's the point. That's the crazy
how
point.
How far can it go?
It's billions.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
Really?
They can. They really can.
And then we'll all just be renters once more.
That's probably what might happen. Anyway, rent. I'll talk about rent. Nice link. Number 2, rent to go up 7.5% plus again.
I don't know.
You don't know. I think it will. I think this is basically an inflation play again. And
not fair,
money
though,
circulating, and I think wages are finally going up for the first time in donkey's years. And essentially, rent follows wages. So when wages go up, rent goes up, and that's roughly because there's a rule of thumb where 1/3 of your wages go into rent. Okay, so clearly if you're getting a 10%, 5% increase in your salary, which hopefully people are doing now, because at least that sort of matches inflation. It doesn't, you're losing.
And if your boss ain't giving it you, stamp your foot.
Yeah, but that 5% is probably going to go into things like rent. And everywhere, but everything's going up 5%. So you might not be better off, but you hopefully won't be worse off. Number 3, is lenders becoming keener to lend, and the basic mortgage products becoming certainly more competitive in terms of loan to values. Now that probably is all a bit complicated.
Why are lenders not keen to lend anyway?
Because when the market isn't going higher, they're worried that they're going to be left with an asset that's basically going down in value. And if they have to
Doesn't matter
fight...
'cause you're paying them back.
But they're also worried about defaults. So if there's people that are suddenly struggling to pay back their loans, so when there is a crash, people have overgeared, taking out too much money.
Yeah. But then you just
they might
sue
have,
them.
no, but then you try and you don't sue them, you try and get your house back. Okay, now this is the key to it all.
Right.
So if you've got 100% mortgage or even at 90% and the market goes down 15%, which is more than possible, then they've suddenly they sell your house at 90%, they've still got a 5% loss, basically, putting it bluntly. Okay, so they get scared when there's a crash, but they get a lot more bullish, a lot more optimistic when everything's going well. And I think this will be the year when the media and surveyors and everybody else starts realizing that prices are actually going up. So last year, everyone was still saying there's going to be a crash, even throughout the year. And they're still saying, when stamp duty goes, that'll be the end. This will be the first year of the bull run, if you like, where people will be saying, okay, prices are here, it's going up now, it's going up for good, which will also be wrong because we'll be predicting a crash in a few years. But that's where we are. And I think as a result of that, lenders then want to get involved in the market. Does that make sense? They want to lend.
Yeah, we want to make money.
And so they're prepared to take on more risk. So at the moment in the buy-to-let market, it's 75% is your standard product of buy-to-let. So 100 grand property, £75,000 mortgage. That will go up. And I think my prediction is that by next year, 80% will become the new norm.
Yay for those investing in property.
Exactly. You're taking advantage. You're spending less to get your house. Okay, deposits.
But are you spending less because you get a better mortgage rate, but you're paying more for the
house? Well, the mortgage rates actually also don't think will increase that much. And we are going to do a proper episode on this because I think a lot of people have said to me, well, hang on, interest rates are going to go higher. Therefore, your mortgage rates are going to go higher. And therefore, it's suddenly going to be a bad time to invest in property. I also don't think that will be the case for the same reasons because they'll be more competitive again. Because prices are going higher, lenders will be a bit more like, oh, I want in on this. And therefore there's more lenders and there's more people willing to lend, their price will go down of their rates. They might not go down, but I don't think it's going to go up much. But that's a separate, but I'm sticking just for the loan to value is going to go a bit higher. Okay.
Right, what number was that? 3?
That was 3. Yeah, number 4, inflation to hit 10%.
Wow.
At one point this year. I think it will level out by the end of the year.
I hope it's only a 5-minute jobby.
What 5 minutes? No, the hits for 5 minutes. Yeah. No, I think it'll be more than that. I think it'll go down to by the end of the year to maybe even about 5%. I think that'll become the new norm. So I think that, remember we've talked about their target being 2%. You familiar with that? Yeah. I think their new target will be unofficially 5%. I think they're going to happy to get to that. So I think they'll take measures at some point to try and get it down to 5%. But that it will go to 10%. I think that will happen after basically there's going to be a cap rise in energy prices in April. Energy's gone up, gas has gone up.
Yes, I heard. Yeah.
So it's going up again, and there's a cap basically increases in April, and that's when. So I think the May inflation figures will be in and around 10%, which will be mad, but that's what I think is going to happen.
So get a warm jumper.
Well, yeah. Although hopefully by that point, actually, you might not need it as much. So, as in,
it's summer.
It's like spring, yeah. So there you go. I'm going for 10%. I think that might be a bit too high. It might only be sort of 7-8%, but hey, it's more fun to go a bit crazy, isn't it, with these predictions?
Oh, Gary, it's just so wild.
That's what I think it is. I actually started out, I put 8%, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go for this. Let's go full. Full throttle.
Crazy guy.
Because I'll claim a point even if it goes to like 8%. I think that was
like
the theory.
You claim what you like.
It's like no one really cares. Right, interest rates to stay below 1%. Now this in a way is even more crazy prediction because if I'm just saying that inflation is going to become the new norm at 5%, now interest rates should be matching that or higher. Now, you'll know from previous episodes that we don't think that's going to happen and that we think interest rates are going to basically stay fair bit below inflation for the next however many years. But that's what I'm predicting. So I think there might be another increase. I'm going to go for 0.75% by the end of the year. I don't really know.
Don't the banks want people to put their money in?
Yeah, especially when there's loads of inflation.
Where's